Coming up on this episode of Nintendo Cartridge Society, who wore it best? The answer is always Mario. It's dangerous to go alone, so the Nintendo Cartridge Society goes with you. Welcome to Nintendo Cartridge Society. My name is Patrick Ellers, and I am joined, as I am always joined, here in my home on the couch by my co-host, Mark Mitchell. Mark, how's it going?
It's going great. It is an exciting episode. Not only are we recording together, which is still always such a treat, but it is a couch episode, a rare couch episode.
When in the past have we done couch episodes?
So, most recently, Famicom Detective Club.
Yes,
was
that's right.
A couch
that
episode.
was the solid couch episode.
I feel like maybe the only other ones was during our NCS Classic episodes for Metroid Other M.
Yes, and yes. And I feel like part of that was because we were playing the game, we would stop playing the game, turn to each other and start recording.
Yeah.
That it was like there was an immediacy there. I think now what we're doing today is we're doing part one of our ranking all of the Super Mario Odyssey outfits. So I don't know. Is there an immediacy or like an intimacy? We want to get like down and dirty with it, right?
Yeah, and it's a little bit out of need, but we will get to it.
Right. Mark doesn't want us to blow through the normal procedure. Would you like to borrow my copy of Sonic Forces? You can certainly try. This is my copy of Sonic Forces for the Nintendo Switch. My copy of the game. All you gotta do is email us at Nintendo Cartridge Society at gmail.com and give us a mailing address where I can send you, again, the copy of this game that I own. I send it to your house. It has postage on it. You can send it back. Costs you nothing. It's a perfect borrowing program, with the one caveat that you may accidentally get my copy of Untitled Goose Game, which again is my copy of Untitled Goose Game. You get it for as long as you want. You play it for as long as you want. You send it back. It's perfect.
The other thing you can do is leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. It helps the show grow. It helps other people find the show. We appreciate it so much. It warms the dark corners of our hearts. And we check the US Apple Podcast Store, but we love it when you leave reviews no matter where you get your podcasts.
Or however you can interact with it. Like if it's just like you can star the show or
this is such a great point. Yeah, Patrick, I'm curious if you have found a podcatcher that you are excited about or if you're still using Apple Podcasts.
I'm still using Apple Podcasts. I find it to be so infuriating. I was trying to listen to a recent episode of the Ringerverse and it wouldn't load. And I was like, okay. And so I went over to Stitcher and I was like, okay, I'm going to try it on Stitcher. And it wouldn't load there either. So I had to go to the Ringers website. I listened to a podcast on a website.
Well, if you leave us a 5-star review or you favorite us, or really if you just share us with a friend, let us know. We will give you a shout out. If it's in the US Podcast Store, we will see it. If it's not, you got to let us know.
Yeah.
But you love sending us mail anyways, and we love receiving it.
Right. And honestly, email us about anything. We're into whatever you want to talk about, if it's like Nintendo related. Nintendo Cartridge Society at gmail.com. All right, Mark, are you ready to begin our Herculean task?
Ooh, I am so excited for this.
All right, let's do it. Let's rank all the outfits in Super Mario Odyssey. The caveat, of course, being, Mark, that this is part one.
Yes, that's right.
There are, we didn't count, almost 60 outfits here, right? All things told. We are not going to be ranking like hats separate from their outfits, but there are a few occasions where there is a hat and no corresponding outfit, or an outfit and no corresponding hat.
Yeah, and really, this is one of the... I was about to say it was one of the highlights of Super Mario Odyssey, and I think that actually might be true, but it was something that we had never seen in a Mario game before. It's just like this new mechanic where throughout the course of the game, Mario has the opportunity to purchase different outfits. Some of them are themed to the different kingdoms he visits in Super Mario Odyssey, and some of them are just for the heck of it that showed up as part of DLC content that was added later. But there are so many outfits. There are so many funny ones.
Yes.
It ended up being like just a really fun part of the game that'll be kind of weird if the next Mario game doesn't have something like this.
I mean, maybe I suppose it is odd that it is like a defining feature of this game because it is wholly cosmetic. The outfits confer no additional abilities onto Mario. There are some moons that you can only get dressed in these various costumes, but like there's no that's it. Like you don't get firepower from wearing one or whatever. Um, but it is weird that like that be tied to what this game is. Because I don't know, I guess this game is about going places, right? It's about like visiting other lands, other cultures. So I guess it ties in that way. But like, yeah, dress up Mario doesn't feel like it's intuitively part of the game otherwise.
Right. And yet it feels like
So right.
it's
Feels
so
so
like
right.
necessary.
Right.
It was so much fun. And you bring up a good point that and I had forgotten this until we were going through this tonight, writing out all of the outfits, is that for the majority of the outfits, there is an appropriate like hat
Mhm.
and like costume, like
Yes.
clothing.
Yes.
But there are occasionally just a hat.
Right.
And are there lone clothing, or is it all just
There-
like lone hats?
There is some lone clothing. But I mean, also, I spent the majority of my playthrough of this game wearing Mario's black tuxedo with the Waluigi hat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought that was funny. Now, are we going to be going through and ranking every conceivable combination of hat and outfit?
Oh,
No, because
no.
there are, like a million probably.
Yeah, just too many.
But we are going to tackle every single one of these, and you are listening to the first part of a 2-part episode. And we believe in this episode we are going to be taking all of the outfits and putting them into tiers,
Yeah.
as we are wont to do when we rank things. To be like these are the absolute best. These are sort of in the middle. These are the worst, and we'll figure out sort of tiers as we go. And then next week we will actually be assigning individual rankings to everyone. And again, it's necessary because there are so many of these. And I gotta say, I think with rare exception, they all inspire an emotional reaction from me.
I think for the most part, that is true. And they are mostly very unique from each other.
Yes. Look, are there 4 different brutal costumes? You bet there are.
Are there a handful of tuxes?
There are a handful of tuxedos. Yeah, yes, true. I mean, yes, of course. But also, there's Mario in a bridal gown. So like, you know, there's a lot in here and a lot of different reactions that we can have to it. Mark, I think we should just start at the beginning.
Very good place to start.
And just, I mean, honestly though, the beginning is the Mario suit.
Sorry, before we get into this, can I
Yes.
just tell you
Please.
that we've done some incredible like rankings before that had a lot of different options.
Yeah.
Right? We have or like determinations, if not
Right.
definitive
Right.
rankings. I think for some reason, looking at listeners, we've written out every outfit or individual hat, like if it doesn't have a corresponding outfit, or a corresponding outfit if it doesn't have a hat. You understand what I'm saying,
Right.
onto Post-it notes, and which is our preferred form of like ranking and moving these things around
when we don't have a amiibo to do it.
And for whatever reason, this feels like an overwhelming amount for us to tackle. And maybe it's because I don't know that we've ever tried to actually rank this many options. Normally, when we have this many options, we determine the best.
Right. I mean, I think this is challenged only by when we determine the best Smash fighter and when we determine the best Pokemon starter.
Right. And that we didn't try to rank them all.
No, we really, and like, those were mostly like elimination games.
Yeah.
And we are not doing that here.
Right.
We're not determining the best one, although we will determine the best one, but we will also determine the second, third, fourth, and on down the list.
And so, yeah. So I feel stressed out about this.
A moment of reference at the top.
Yeah, I just feel anxiety about getting into this. But that being said,
yeah,
let us tarry no further.
Tarrying no further, Mark, the first suit that they give you in this game is just straight up the Mario suit. It's red and blue. He looks like Mario. We've got the game up in front of us, so we're going to be able to read descriptions where I have purchased the outfits. I don't have every single one.
You have most of them.
I have most of them. So the Mario cap, or the Mario suit, this tried and true outfit has weathered many adventures, and the Mario cap, a red hat that has seen its fair share of adventures. Sort of unremarkable just in the fact that it is a Mario suit. Mario looks like Mario.
Yeah, and there are variations on this suit that I like more.
Yeah.
That come later in this list. But not bad. I mean, how much can you actually knock the Mario suit? Like,
Right.
probably not that much.
What kind of monsters would we have to be?
So we'll have to kind of figure out the groups as we go, right? Like how we want to break them into tiers. But for right now, this Mario suit I would put in the B tier. It's a solid B.
Yeah, I think that's how I'm feeling as well. Where do we have space? Here we go. This is going to be where we start putting Bs.
Okay, great.
So yes. Will there be one tier above that? Possibly two tiers above that? We love that S tier. There'll probably be an S tier at some point. Mark, we're moving on now to the Captain's Hat. Captain's Hat, one of the early hats that has no outfit associated with it. The description reads, hat for the Captain of the Odyssey, brimming with authority.
It feels very like cruise captain hat.
Yeah.
But actually, am I denigrating the military by saying that? Like, is that what
Probably.
a Navy captain wears?
It's possible, but I would bet that no Navy captain, because it is a white cap with like maybe like black leather trim and like gold decorative leaf.
Yeah,
sort
it
of
is
thing on it.
a little bit tipping into if one of the darn
Village
it.
people?
Yes, one of the village people were the captain of a ship.
Yeah.
This is what their cap would look like.
But there is also a big gold M on it. Like it is still the Mario hat.
Yeah, the village person could be named Mario.
Right. That's a fair point. I couldn't tell you the names of any of the village people.
They could be named Mark. Point it out there.
I gotta say, disappointing to me that the captain's hat has no outfit.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I really don't get it. Maybe probably because it's early in the game that you get the Odyssey, and so
Right, and they just want to like demonstrate.
Here's the cap. You can change these things. I agree. Not even B tier for me. As much as I like the cap by itself, which I kind of do.
Yeah, I mean, it's borderline a hat I was about to say a hat I would wear, but I would never wear it. I would never be dressy enough to wear this hat.
Right, dressy enough or going
whatever.
to the right kind of bar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what do we think here? C tier, D tier?
I hesitate to put anything into the D tier now because I don't know what's in the C tier, so I say C tier for now.
Okay. So C tier is going on this green folder behind me.
Oh, this feels
I know,
like
we're gonna fall apart. But as soon as we start like placing things, then we'll have more surfaces.
Yeah, good point.
Okay. So we are moving on now to the black tuxedo. Again, this is one that I used frequently throughout the course of the game. The tuxedo itself is described as Bonneton's Crazy Cap Shop is famous for these impeccably tailored outfits, and the hat has a similar description. It's a top hat. Mario's wearing a black top hat with like a red band around it. Mark, how do you feel about Mario's black tuxedo?
So I like it. It is not my favorite tuxedo in the game, and I do not like the gold buttons on the vest, personally. I think it's a little too bold.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is recalling his buttons, right? The buttons on his overalls.
Oh, sure.
Which like doesn't excuse it. You're not wearing overalls. You're wearing a tuxedo. But Mark, I think you're right to point out that it is not your favorite tuxedo in the game. It is not my favorite tuxedo in the game. It's probably my least favorite tuxedo in the game.
It also has a weird shine to it. Like the jacket and the hat also seem like they are leather, and I think it's probably just by virtue of the lighting in this game.
Sure.
That everything that is like black, because we saw with the captain's hat, is going to have that kind of like sheen or that reflection to it. But
it does almost imply a velvetyness to his jacket.
Yeah, which actually maybe
that makes
me like it more.
So what do you think? B tier for this one?
I think let's put B tier for now. Yeah.
Okay, in the B tier with Mario's suit. Next, we are moving on to the caveman outfit. The description here says early adventurers wore these outfits for maximum freedom of movement, if not maximum warmth. And the hat says primitive plumbers fashioned these from the skulls of parabones. Mark, how do you feel about the caveman outfit?
I hate it. I really strongly dislike the caveman outfit. There's a lot of things that I think are wrong about it. First of all, it looks like something that Pebbles Flintstone would wear, including all the bows on. So there's a bow kind of like tying his animal print tunic around his waist. But
I think it's fair to assume that that is actually an animal hide and not just an animal print tunic.
You're right. That is fair to assume.
Yeah, and fur is murder.
Yeah,
so.
First, fur is murder. 2, this is a fashion crime.
Right.
So he's wearing this like animal skin with yellow ribbon tied not just around his waist, but also around his gloves, which are maybe made out of coconut husks.
Yeah, it's not clear.
And then his shoes, which also are made out of coconut husks. So like this yellow ribbon, is he? I just don't get it, because it is like tied like a bow. Like, I do not get it.
Yeah, and it feels like it shouldn't be attempting fashion. It should just be function.
Why is it yellow? Why is it not leather?
Yeah, that's a great question. It would be improved greatly by leather straps. And will we say that a couple times throughout the course of this episode? Possibly.
We know what we like.
Here's my Mark. I agree with everything you've said. My biggest objection is the hat, because the hat is first of all, it is the skull of a Koopa, right?
I don't hate that.
You don't hate that?
No,
okay.
I don't hate that.
But Mario is wearing like a wig, a dark black wig under it, which also turns into like a beard, which is not. It's not the same color as his mustache. It's not the same color as his sideburns. Like, all of this here is a mess to me.
I think without the beard, it would be passable. I think without the beard, it would be okay. But there's something really off-putting about Mario with a beard, because it is like a clumpy neck beard type thing going on.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if the mustache, instead of going up like Mario's mustache does, it like went down and connected to the beard, I actually think it would be less gross.
Yeah, I guess if it were like a fuller beard.
Yeah.
Then that would be okay too. But yeah, you're right. Like the fact that it almost looks like it's manicured, like, because Mario is so like hairless on his face without the mustache, but then hairless sort of everywhere else, that like having this very clear line, I find it unsettling. I want to put the caveman outfit in our D tier.
Yeah, as low as it can go.
And the D tier going on this for right now. Okay.
It is difficult for me to express how much I hate the yellow ribbons.
Mark, I respect that. We are moving on now to the poncho and sombrero. Poncho is described as traditional folk dress of the Tostarena region, keeps sun off and breezes on. And the sombrero is described as traditional Tostarena hat, keeps the sun out of your eyes, and is just plain fun to wear. Mark, you're shaking your head.
I'm shaking my head because this is the like balm my soul needs after looking at the caveman outfit. I love this one. I love the colors of the poncho and the hat.
Just describe the poncho.
Okay, so I think an important part to the poncho is that it is like sleeveless. It's not like a really heavy poncho. And Mario appears to be wearing a tank top underneath it.
Yeah.
And
which, by the way, note for future Mario games, put them in tanks.
I completely agree. This is a great look for Mario. I love how colorful it is. Like, he's wearing lime green pants that have like a really interesting texture to them.
They look like they're maybe corduroy.
Yeah, but it must be lighter than that. It's yeah. And then this
like a linen corduroy.
A linen corduroy.
Yeah, okay.
Which slay.
Sign me up.
And then this red. I mean, we're talking like nerds, red and green combination, like neon, and it looks so good. I wish I were bold enough to wear this. And then.
Right. As if that weren't enough.
Yeah. The poncho itself is this purple and yellow and blue, just like really bright, bold colors that doesn't match the rest of what he's wearing, except it is lined with all around the collar with the same red as his tank top, and that is tied into a bow. Sombrero is straw with like a purple or maybe bright pink and yellow kind of like
and it sort of matches the like zigzag pattern that's on the poncho. And the poncho itself also looks to be like knit and soft.
Love it.
I mean this is one of the first like basically perfect outfits. I'm gonna lobby to put this in either an A, or if we want to crack into an S tier, I say we do it.
I say let's let it. I vote for A for now.
Okay.
I do agree for this outfit. The sky's the limit. This one just makes me so happy to look at.
Yeah,
It is so much fun. I love this outfit. Yeah, so definitely this is in our top tier for sure.
Well, so but what are we saying? A or S?
Let's do A for now, and we'll
Okay.
see if we let's see where it goes from there.
Okay, so right now the A tier is going on the Xbox One box. Mark, we're gonna lose track. Next up, the cowboy outfit. Mark, would you like to read the description?
Yeah, so the hat is a classic hat perfectly suited for wearing as you ride into sunsets, and the outfit is old-fashioned duds with a frontier feel, gunslinging and cow punching optional.
Cow punching, that's an odd. I don't really think of cowboys as punching cows, do you?
You don't think so? I think that cow punching refers to like branding them.
Oh, sure, that makes sense. So this outfit here, it's
although in Mario's case, it could be genuinely punching
right.
cows.
I mean, it could be throwing his hat at it and like possessing it. The cowboy hat, pretty straightforward. It's a big hat, but not like comically large.
Mhm.
There's a sort of band around it that is a darker brown, and it has sort of his like yellow buttons sort of like studded around the side of it. Classic jeans here, which is nice on Mario, of course. He's wearing cowboy boots, which have like a little M design on them, and he's got spurs.
Yeah.
Mark, he's got spurs.
And the M looks like it's not like the traditional Mario M. It's more like how a brand would look.
Yes, that's right. And then he is wearing a red flannel shirt, right? My read on that is that it's flannel.
Yeah.
And then a light leather vest with like fringe on it.
Yeah, and important to note, this is the first costume I believe that we've seen him in where the gloves change.
Yes.
And so his gloves are coordinated with the vest.
Right.
Again, another winner for me.
Yeah, and last but not least, he's wearing like a yellow like kind of scarf.
Oh
ascot
yeah,
kind
very
of thing.
important.
Which he's keeping the flies off his neck. Like this is another one that just like straight works.
Yep.
And also like to me summons the idea of Mario as a cowboy, which like I don't know, I'm there for it immediately.
Yeah. So it's definitely above the B tier. So I guess it's the A tier.
Yeah, let's put it in the A tier.
Yeah.
Next up, Mark, we are moving on to the swimwear and swim goggles.
Okay, here's a problem that I think we're going to run into
is
that a lot of these costumes are just so darn good.
Right. Why don't you go ahead and read the description?
So the swim goggles, so fashionable, you'll want to wear them on land. And the swimwear, the floaty ring does not actually float. It's just an accent on the outfit. And this outfit, so Mario's wearing kind of like a 1920s swim trunk.
It's like a full body one piece.
Full body one piece, white and blue stripes, has a yellow inner tube around him that is not functional, and then he's wearing like a snorkel visor and has like the snorkel sticking out of his mouth, but Cappy's eyes are on the front of the visor, so you're not actually seeing Mario's eyes. It's very funny.
Yeah.
And then Mario's
I love that the snorkel is in his mouth.
Yeah. And his cheeks kind of like accentuate for it. And then he's wearing flippers on his feet. These orange flippers that match the mask.
And there's also a little that same orange accent on the snorkel, like the mouthpiece of the snorkel, but otherwise the snorkel's yellow matches the inflatable tube. Like it really is just a remarkable piece of clothing engineering that we're looking at here.
And I love because he's not wearing like a traditional hat. You can see Mario has a little cowlick in the back.
Yep. Which we see in a couple of these outfits, but this one it is nice. And also, Mark, you just spun Mario around. The blue on the headband that holds the goggles in place matches the blue on his onesie.
This one feels very like childlike to me.
Agree.
In like a fun way, like it's very whimsical.
Yeah. This feels like a B to me, but like a high B.
Definitely I feel like not the heights of the poncho, but a solid B for sure.
All right, so we are putting the swimwear and goggles into the B tier. Mark, next up is the explorer outfit.
Let me read the description first. The hat, just because the territory is uncharted doesn't mean your head should be uncovered, and the explorer outfit clothes that keep you comfortable even in the deepest heart of the wilderness.
I don't know that we need to go into super detail on this one because it's sort of like when you close your eyes and you picture like a safari outfit, like that's it. And he's wearing like the hat it's like a pith helmet, right? Like
Mhm.
it's got all of that. He does have a backpack, which I find interesting. It looks an awful lot like Captain Toad's backpack, complete with these sort of sleeping bag like kind of rolled up on top of it and like a loose rope kind of hanging off.
Yeah, and his boots they're like a red leather, brown leather
Yeah.
sort of like mix. I think this is fine.
Yeah.
I think one thing that is actually like kind of telling is that there's no real joke or anything particularly interesting in the description of it. It is exactly what you would expect from Mario wearing an explorer outfit. It is delightful in that way, but
Mhm.
otherwise, compared to some of these outfits, I think it pales in comparison.
Yeah, well, and also like this is one where there is source material for this, right? We first see Mario in this outfit, I believe, in the Mario Picross games on Super Famicom and on Game Boy, which means it sort of like skirts the line from like explorer to archaeologist. But you know, Indiana Jones has ruined our perception of that anyway. So, Mark, I saw you looking over at the C tier category where we have the captain's hat. Do you think that's probably where this one lands?
Yeah, weirdly, like yeah, it's just not that inspired to me.
Yeah, I will agree with that. Next on the list is the scientist outfit and scientist visor.
A strange piece of headwear that gives off a sciencey vibe, and it's a scientific fact that nothing says scientist like a lab coat.
This is a bizarre outfit. I mean, he is in fact wearing a lab coat. It's open. He's wearing it
Short
open.
sleeve.
Short sleeve. lab
He's
coat.
shown
Well,
off
they're
the
rolled up.
guns.
It's rolled up.
Oh yeah, rolled up.
Yeah.
So he's ready to get to work.
But under the lab coat, he's wearing jeans and like a dark gray t-shirt.
T-shirt, presumably, possibly a tank top.
Could be
Like
tank.
this might be, like a cool chemistry teacher who's, ready to rap with you about molecules.
Okay, but that's us meeting it more than halfway, I think. Let's talk about the hat because it is a visor, which is sort of unremarkable in its visorness, right? It's a red visor with like sort of the clear like see-through thing. I'm not really sure what the point of that as a visor even is. And also
just looking good.
Doesn't scream scientist to me.
It doesn't scream scientist to me either. But if you were to, but what would a scientist wear for a hat? Like I don't know. I don't know if they have like
how many scientists do we know in real life that we could ask?
One thing,
if you're a scientist, please write into Nintendo Cartridge Society
at
gmail.com and tell us what you wear as a hat.
And really, like scientists of any kind, like library science is science.
Oh yeah, all science is science. Mark, there's a wig here that Mario's wearing.
Yeah, which I like a lot. It kind of reminds me of a little bit like Doc Brown, a little bit Einstein. You said a little bit
Rick from Rick and Morty.
From Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's like white and wild, sticking up in all directions. I appreciate that the wig extends over the sideburns, which are now also white.
I feel like all of his wigs, including the Caveman one, kind of have this like Goku thing going on.
Okay.
Like I don't really understand why his go-to wig is like, let's give him volume, let's give him like these weird like tufts.
Yeah.
Almost like Sonic a little bit. It's
well, I mean, is Mario applying these wigs himself? Like, how
that's true. Does he have a stylist? What's going on here?
It can't be like a super subtle wig. It's gotta
that's right. That's right.
These are costumes.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. Where do you think? Do you think this one? For me, it's not A tier.
So what I like about it,
yeah,
is I like the kind of like cool scientist thing going on. Doesn't feel safe to me. I don't feel like know,
which is why I say Rick Sanchez.
Yeah, he's not super worried about chemical burns or anything.
He doesn't know where the Iowa station is.
Yeah. It probably doesn't work. He's never used it.
Right.
I like that the jeans and the visor, like the clear part of the visor, like kind of like the colors match. What I do not care for is I don't like the jeans.
And the boots. Like it seems this one seems like Mario stole someone's lab coat.
Yeah.
Right?
But like it feels like in the early 1990s, Mario went to glamour shots in the mall.
Yes.
And so he like got his best pair of like really vibrant blue jeans.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't. It's an interesting idea, but it makes me uncomfortable.
Sure.
I don't want to be around this Mario.
I want to put this in the C tier.
Okay, I think we should just. There are so many of these. We should just commit to the tiers,
Right.
And because it'll all work out next week.
Right. Okay. C tier with the captain's hat and the explorer outfit. Mark, next we are on to the aviator outfit and the aviator cap.
Got to keep those ears warm at 33,000 feet. And this jacket is how you let people know you're a pilot when you're not in a cockpit.
Now this one, I mean, how did it actually describe this? It looks like he's flying a World War I like biplane, right?
Yeah, totally. It looks like it is made for cold weather. So yeah, absolutely. Like high altitude, not
the 33,000 feet.
Yes. It's
Fur
kind of
lined.
like it's fur lined. It's kind of like a patchwork leather.
Yeah.
It has different colors on it. In fact, lot of zippers, looking a little bit like a rodeo dominatrix here.
Yeah, a little bit.
A well padded.
No zippers in back though.
No zippers in back. I like the boots. Again, this is another one for me where I like the idea. It's kind of like between the swimwear and goggles and the scientist outfit, where I like the idea, and but the more I look at the detailing on it, the less I understand the story it's telling me.
Yeah, I also don't like the jacket. I feel like the hat and goggles are so compelling.
Yeah.
That it is not met. It doesn't. The outfit doesn't meet the challenge that the hat proposes.
Yeah, I think the outfit, it kind of has like a light brown, almost red, and then patched with like this darker, like chocolate brown.
Yeah, and a couple straps on there.
And so I think that in motion, it probably like reads a lot better than it does up close like this. So yeah, when we're really like dwelling on it, it's like, what are the zippers for on his pants? Like, why are there so many zippers?
I do want to shout out his gloves because he's wearing like dark brown leather gloves.
And the detailing on them are great. It looks like these like really satisfying like driving gloves from the 1930s.
Yeah, and it looks like they're worn around like the stitching there.
Yeah.
So the gloves S tier.
Yeah.
But I think I want to put this one in the B tier.
I think so too.
Okay. Mark, I'll read the description on the next couple. So we are at the builder outfit and builder helmet. Builder helmet. Whether you're building or inspecting, you got to keep your head safe. And builder outfit, the perfect outfit whether you're constructing or inspecting the construction work of others. This is the Super Mario Maker outfit.
Yeah, so red overalls, yellow long sleeve shirt, matching with a yellow construction helmet, hard hat.
Right.
It's fine.
It's fine. I mean, he's got the hammer on his belt. He's got like a little tool belt, with like a pouch and a hammer in there. And I guess a couple of little pouches in back too. I don't know. I'm not wild about this one. I don't think I ever really want to play as Mario wearing the Mario Maker. I'm happy that it's here. But like I don't think I ever put this one on.
Yeah, I'm not really inspired by it. I'm leaning towards C tier.
I might.
Or is that too harsh?
No, I think maybe even D tier. Like,
okay, so if that's D tier, which I am fine with, caveman outfit has to be F tier, right? Like, there's like the builder helmet and the builder outfit for its lack of inspiration is still at least one tier better than the caveman outfit.
All right, so now we are demoting caveman outfit to the F tier, the E/F tier.
Yeah, just like as low as you can go is caveman outfit.
All right. And builder outfit. Sorry, you're going in the D category. I think that's a fair place for it.
Totally.
Next up is the golf outfit. The description of the golf cap is you're not playing golf unless everyone is staring at your hat. And the golf outfit description is, and this is in quotes, "What? Let me turn down my outfit so I can hear ya."
And which is appropriate because what Mario is wearing is very American flag inspired. This is inspired by the golf game from the Nintendo Entertainment
NES
System.
Open is the name of the game.
Yeah, NES Open. So he's wearing vertical stripe,
red and white stripes.
Red and white stripes on the overalls. And then his shirt is this vibrant blue with white stars on it. And his hat is the same like vertical red and white stripes as his outfit. Plus, his shoes are the normal brown shoes, but they have like the golf cleats on the bottom. I actually kind of really like this outfit.
I like it too. I think it is put to shame by the outfit Mario wears in any Mario Golf game. Like, I think this doesn't actually read to me like a golf outfit.
No, not at all.
It reads as like hyper patriot. Mark, I was on a plane. I flew up to Santa Rosa, California recently, and there was a guy in just across the aisle from me who was wearing an American flag on his hat, an American flag on his mask, and an American flag on his T-shirt. And that feels just a little bit more ostentatious than what Mario's wearing here. But it's like it's competition, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, totally. I mean, what I like about this is that it is so over the top.
Yeah.
And like it is red, white, and blue, and because it has all the components, it like is very reminiscent of an American flag. But each piece individually is wild and out of control.
Yeah.
And you could wear those as separates with like something else.
Yeah.
And it's still a statement.
Yeah.
You know?
Agree.
But points off for not really like saying anything about golf.
Right. B tier?
B tier, I
B
think.
tier. Okay. Next up, we have got the snow hood and snow suit. The description on the snow hood reads, a down hood that keeps the cold from making you bitter. And the snow suit is, after decades of ice levels, finally a good warm jacket.
And that is what I love about this, is it truly does look very cozy.
It is, you know, the episode of Seinfeld where they are going to the dinner party and Jerry and Elaine are buying the black and white cookie and the cinnamon babka, and George and Kramer have to go to the liquor store, and George is wearing a Gore-Tex jacket. That is what Mario looks like.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I think what I like about this outfit is when I think of being in the cold, in the winter, this is the outfit I want. I will say A tier.
I will also say A tier.
I think it's an A tier.
I will back your A tier play. Worth pointing out that his shoes have become sort of like yellow climbing boots, again, complete with cleats.
Yeah, so definitely he's not going to be sliding around on the ice.
And the hood itself, the hood is also adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Fur-lined and, you know.
Looks like marshmallows on the front.
Yeah, I mean, just look at him. He's so sweet. I love him. Everyone loves Mario. Next up is the resort outfit and resort hat. The resort hat description reads, this hat is made for breathability, aiding in relaxation. And the resort outfit is, this outfit lets everyone know you are taking your relaxing seriously. This is the first pair of sandals we're seeing on Mario.
Yes, which I love because he has like a tan line around his ankles. Although I guess that could be just the shadow being cast from the shorts.
Yeah.
But in my heart, that's what it is, because he's always wearing socks. And so Mario is wearing a really cool, like Hawaiian-inspired shirt, like tropical shirt.
Yeah.
It's pink and purple and with like white accents, but the graphic on it in stripes are like the mushroom, heart, and fire flower.
Well, mushroom star and fire
flower.
Oh
yeah, mushroom star and fire flower. That you kind of like what you would see in Super Mario Brothers 3,
right,
at the end of every level.
And I gotta say, this is one that as I played the game, I just overlooked. Right, it was like. Saw like the pink shirt and the blue shorts and was like, fine, I get it.
Yeah.
But now that we are actually like investigating it and seeing the print on this shirt, this may be the one piece of clothing that I wish I had.
This definitely benefits from looking at the detailing versus the aviator suit, which kind of like fell apart when you look too closely. So Mario is also wearing like a yellow lei, like a ring of flowers, a necklace of flowers. Then he also has a straw, wide-brimmed hat that kind of looks more like what I would do gardening in, right?
Yeah, I think the hat fails him a little bit here.
But he does definitely look ready for like the sun, for vacation.
Yeah, what do you think? Because like I love this shirt more than any other piece of clothing we've seen so far. But I feel like everything else, and I will always love Mario in a pair of shorts, of course. But like everything else, I'm kind of just like, about.
It's upsetting to me that he's wearing gloves. I don't like the gloves.
He should lose the gloves here.
He should lose the gloves. I'm gonna say B tier.
Okay, B tier it is. That is also what I was thinking. We are on now to the sailor suit and sailor hat. A hat respected the world over, especially the parts near water. And the sailor suit is, of all uniforms, the one that is most likely to get really, really wet. And it's a sailor suit. It's a white sailor suit with a blue accent, and it's a sailor suit.
Yeah, I feel like I've already disrespected the troops enough by denigrating the
F tier,
the captain's hat. But what I like about this is, yes, it is like a sailor's outfit, but it looks so much like somebody who would be in the chorus for Anything Goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for that alone, and I love the vibrant blue against the white and the red. And
There's also something to be said for like it's got the like low collar,
yeah,
and like obviously no undershirt. So like we're just seeing like a little extra Mario skin there.
so I'm gonna say B.
You're gonna say B again.
I
Okay.
like it quite a bit.
Going in the B tier. B tier's getting crowded, but that's okay.
B tier's getting big.
All right. Then we are on to the chef suit and chef hat.
Anyone wearing one of these makes many friends on Mount Valbano, and red scarves are a staple of fashion on Mount Valbano.
Among the weakest descriptions we've read so far, I think.
And apropos, because the outfit doesn't inspire me. It's Mario in a chef's outfit. His pants have some sort of texture, like I think all of like it shares with a lot of the pants. But otherwise, it's fine. It's exactly what I would expect.
Yeah, and like the sort of like the white tote, which is it?
I'd believe it. I don't know. Chef hat.
Chef hat.
They wear it in Ratatouille.
They sure do. I want to put this one in either the C or D tier.
Ooh, I actually okay.
It's not that fun, is my
Yeah,
point.
my initial instinct was C, but then when I saw the D tier was the builder outfit, that feels right to me.
Yeah.
It's in that same sort of like, yep, that's what it would look like.
I mean, just quick point of comparison: the scientist outfit and visor. That's more fun than this.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely has more of a point of view.
Okay, great. Next up, the painter outfit.
Now, I just said, oh wait, sorry, I'm getting
Yes.
ahead of myself. Is it even really painting if you're not wearing one of these? And just the outfit you would expect to see on a painter, pre-stained for your convenience. So he's wearing like a red long sleeve shirt, but it seems a little chunkier than like what we would maybe normally see him in texture wise.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And he's wearing a red beret and a kind of like tan apron that has bright pastel paint splotches on it, and then again those bright blue jeans that you associate with Mario.
Can I welcome you in? Can I show you into my headcanon
Yeah,
for a second?
please.
If Mario had a neck, this would be a turtleneck.
Yes, it would be. It totally would be. Which kind of bugs me. It bugs me that it's that heavy texture.
Okay.
I feel like
There's sort of two different stories being told here, right? Like, because the thickness of the shirt and the implied turtleneck says to me like artist. Like,
yeah, but I think of the problem I have with the shirt, the texture of the shirt, is it bunches
Yeah, sure
in
does.
a way that makes me think of like sweater. Whereas what I want to be thinking of is like Steve Jobs, like that thin, like or you know, like French ennui,
right.
you know, like or French mime turtleneck. And I understand the choice, just like texture wise, to give him something a little chunkier, but it doesn't work for me. And I feel like it doesn't work with the beret, which feels much more breezy.
Yeah. Well, and also like there's something about the I feel like the turtleneck and the beret tells me one kind of artist, and the dirty smock gives me like another kind of artist.
Yeah.
And like I can't tell if he is a French artiste or like a middle school art teacher. Like they don't
With
really
an eccentric hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like it all like either read on it sort of fails Mario a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like Mario's not really either of those. I think C or D tier for me on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with D tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
D tier.
I want to like it, but the more I look at it, the less I do.
Yep. Next up is the samurai armor and samurai helmet.
Ooh, the samurai wore helmets that were functional and fancy, and the samurai basically walked around wearing works of art. Hard to disagree with either of those descriptions. I really like this one.
It is a stunning outfit. It is mostly red and black. The helmet has like these gold horns on it, and there's like gold trim all around it, and this like kind of gold and black like tag. And he's wearing those like sandals that like the samurais wear. It's this one is really cool, and it really works. And it's also surprising.
Yeah.
Right? Like
and it's such a good reflection of the level that it comes from. Like
absolutely.
Bowser's just like this enormous Japanese castle.
Yeah. I mean, this one for me is A tier.
Yeah, I think so too. And really, our description is failing it. It is like what you would see in like the depictions of a Japanese samurai in like Japanese like wood cutting.
Yeah.
You know, like
the woodcut prints.
Yeah, like it's very like ornate. It's very beautiful. I love the sandals. I think it's like a good reflection of Mario's colors, but not in like an annoying way, like some of the other ones can be, where it's like a lot of the blue and it's almost like too much in
Yeah,
some combination.
it's a good point that like I didn't really point out the sort of like blue rope accents. He's got them around the helmet, holding the helmet in place, around his ankles and around like his waist, wearing it like a belt.
He is once again, the waist is a bow. It is like a bow almost that you'd put on a present, and I don't understand. We've seen this in multiple outfits, and it is
Right.
less annoying here than it was on the caveman. But that is the one thing that I'm like, I don't get.
Yeah, I guess
That feels out of place to me.
It is also weird that the helmet is tied on with like a giant like knot bow. But I don't know, that could also be like traditional or something.
Yeah,
I
but
buy
yes,
that.
A tier for sure.
Yeah. Next is the Hoppy outfit and Hoppy headband.
This coiled headband is perfect when you want to cover just a bit of your head, and traditional clothing designed to be easy to move around in at a festival.
This one is a little stranger to me, one that I'm not just familiar with in
Like culturally,
yeah. So Mario is wearing sandals here. He's wearing tight black shorts.
They look like biker shorts.
They look like bike shorts. And then sort of a like a blue shirt that is tied off with a like fat red ribbon. And it is another like sort of like low collar. Maybe even to the point where like that doesn't actually connect.
Yeah, kind of. And again, just showing my ignorance here, but like kimono-esque.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, this is my read too. This is one where I feel a little bit out of my depth.
Yeah,
so
totally.
And then the headband is kind of just that. A red sort of like knotted headband. It's described as coiled here. I don't know, Mark. How do you feel?
What I like about this one is, and what I think makes it is, it's a different color of blue. It's like the blue that we saw on like the beach outfit and stuff like that. Like it's a very vibrant blue, almost like robin blue.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom of the this kimono, like underneath where the red belt is, it is checkered board, blue and white, which is kind of a surprising choice. And that is what makes it like B tier for me.
Yeah,
I think it looks fun.
Yeah,
like it looks like a fun, joyful outfit.
Yep, I will agree with that. And then next up is the space suit and space helmet.
When you need to avoid the void,
that's the description of the helmet.
The preferred outfit for steps and leaps of any size.
This is a big white space suit. And like Mario's got like a big backpack in the back of it, which is also like white and that sort of like off-white yellowy color. The helmet itself, it's got that spacesuit quality of like of like Mercury era, right? Where like it's cloth still somehow. And I don't know. I think this one's great.
I like his shoes. They look like Nickelodeon moon shoes from the early 90s.
Totally.
And I like that his gloves, they have that satisfying look of the aviator's gloves. But I love that the fingers have different, like they're tipped in like the blue, the kind of that we saw in like the Hoppy outfit. That other like brighter, more vibrant Mario blue. I like this one as well. It a little bit splits the difference between some of the more boring outfits where it's like, yep, that's a space outfit. But there's something about it. Maybe it is that like 1960s space age like astronaut aspect to it that is a little more fun. So I would put this probably maybe B tier. I don't know what you're thinking.
I mean, I was
maybe
thinking
C
I was
tier.
I don't know. I was thinking A.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's definitely, for me, it's not an A. For me, it feels similar to like, it's a more polished version of the stuff we have in C tier.
I get, you know what? I do see what you're saying there in that like it is telling sort of an obvious story, but like it's a fun story. So we'll put it in the C tier. I can live with that. All right, next up is Mario 64 suit, which is described as the hat as a charmingly blocky version of a classic, and the suit is when you just want to wrap yourself in nostalgia. Mario 64 suit turns Mario into the way he looked in Super Mario 64, complete with like low poly appearance.
And what's really fun is that if you have the outfit on but you change hats, the hats are actually like larger. So like when you put Mario, when you put Mario 64 Mario into like the space helmet itself is larger because Mario's head and proportions get larger. So that attention to detail is really fun. I like this one because of nostalgia.
I like this one because of nostalgia too, but I do like I have to knock it a little bit because when I first saw it, I was delighted.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of stops.
Yeah.
I am delighted to be reminded of the nostalgia, but I don't need to play with it.
What's also interesting is, again, when you like look closer at it, what I like less about it is maybe to give Mario like a little bit of texture or like variance in the
Yeah.
Mario 64 suit is he looks like he is bound with like bread twine. Like he kind of looks like a baby who has like really chunky like legs and arms,
Oh, I see what you're
where
saying.
you know they're almost like segmented, and I it doesn't I find it off-putting
Yeah, and I think
because
that's
like the way it accentuates
yeah.
his belly is really upsetting to me.
Yeah, that is upsetting, and the way it makes his legs look, it's also like I don't know, like I just don't know that the low poly look survives the
It
transition.
kind of looks
to...
like from the front that he's like squatting over a toilet a little bit. Like it's just not. I'm gonna say C tier.
Okay, C tier, but for kind of the opposite reasons that we've been putting a lot of not the opposite, but just
Different
not
reasons.
just different reasons than
Yeah.
a lot of what we're putting in C tier. Next up, the employee cap. Now this is for and uniform. This is the crazy cap employee. The hat says crazy cap original. And then the uniform says show your crazy cap brand loyalty with this striking outfit. It is yellow. It is purple. It is half and half suit and then like a baseball hat, which is also yellow and purple, and it says crazy cap on it. And then there's another hat on top of that. Mark, I want to put this one straight in the F tier.
So the purple has like pinstripes.
Yeah.
It's literally a hat on top of a hat.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of something that Two-Face would wear in Batman Forever.
Yes.
So for that reason
So
alone,
A tier?
no, for that reason alone, it would be like I at least like maybe D tier for me. I think Tommy Lee Jones in Batman Forever
Oh my
is
God.
actually pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to defend this suit otherwise. So I think F tier is probably.
I'm trying to explore the scale here.
Yeah, I feel like F tier is fair.
Okay. Next up, the boxer shorts with no hat. Comfortable, breezy boxers in a vibrant mushroom-like pattern.
Red boxer shorts with white polka dots. It's
Texture confuses me a little.
Texture is confusing. It looks knit.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a what you'd make a sweater out of.
Also, does he wear these high? It's like a high-waisted boxer short.
He does wear them high, but I think for Mario's proportions, there's not very many options. I enjoy that you can see Mario's nipples.
I enjoy that too.
It's base
A tier,
but like I like it. Yeah, I think automatic A tier.
Automatic A tier. All right. Next up is the fashionable outfit and fashionable cap. The description for the cap reads: an upscale upgrade to an upstanding hero's upper half. And the fashionable outfit reads: I'm not clashing, you're clashing.
And clashing it is. So the undershirt is like a collared white and blue like
button down.
Yeah, button down.
We don't see the buttons, but yeah.
And then what is the pattern? What would you call that?
Like gingham?
Yeah, gingham. And then out on top of that Mario is wearing a red and white striped blazer.
Vertical stripes, yeah.
Vertical stripes. Except the lapels are kind of going in like a horizontal fashion.
Yeah, that's true.
Then he's wearing like bowling shoes. And what I
want
to
to draw your attention to the shorts.
Yes.
Because I think it's just a palette swap version of the boxer shorts.
Because they are not denim for sure.
Right.
It is not the like garish denim we've seen previously, and it has polka dots.
Yeah, big polka dots on it.
But they're subtle. It's like different shades of blue. So on the one hand, I think this looks like Ronald McDonald. On the other hand,
and we've got a clown outfit coming up later.
On the other hand, it is bold.
Yeah.
But I don't want to wear it.
No.
Actually, take off the blazer, and it could actually look pretty cool.
I mean, take off the blazer, and it's something that you and I have worn to a recording of the show,
yeah,
right?
That's right. It's a little bit like, matches a little bit too much. So yeah, it is exactly what you and I have worn. And honestly, probably there was a point in my life, in fact, I know for sure that I would have worn Actually, I don't think I ever would have worn a blazer like that because I never wanted anybody to notice me ever.
Yeah, I mean, it screams notice me.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to put this one in either C or D tier.
It's
How
a
do you
D
feel?
tier for me.
D tier for Mark. Okay.
I just don't get fashion.
None of us do, but I'm glad that we're ranking outfits anyway. Next up is the mechanic outfit, which has a mechanic cap, a good hat to wear when it's time to get down to work, and the outfit reads, an outfit seemingly doomed to get stained in motor oil. It is like Mario wearing a white jumpsuit with big blue and red stripes on it. They're also kind of like stickers.
Yeah, like patches, probably
yeah.
like sponsorship patches.
Mhm.
And then he's wearing his baseball cap backwards, and it says Famicom in it. I like this one. It reminds me a lot of the astronaut outfit, and
Yeah.
that is the tier that I think it should live in.
Which we have as C.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I feel like there's a outfit similar to this coming up that I like better, or at least different.
Sure. I mean, there are a couple outfits that are kind of similar to it. I would almost consider pushing this up to B tier because it says Famicom on the hat. But
The hat is cool. The hat by itself, I think, is like really fun. Also, in the mechanic outfit, maybe it's been the rest of them, but the mechanic outfit, especially, Mario has no butt.
No butt.
Not doing him any favors.
No, none whatsoever. And I think that's partially the stripes' fault.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's no good. Next up is the black suit.
Perfect for business casual, or casual business. And then the suit specifically, you can wear this outfit just about anywhere. It always looks good.
So this is, I mean, Mario kind of doing like a gangster thing here.
Yes,
right?
yeah, I'm surprised.
Like a classic Italian gangster.
Yeah. I'm almost surprised that like the description doesn't like mention like lasagna or pasta of any kind.
Right. I mean, they're really steering away from like the Super Mario Brothers Super Show depiction of the character.
Right. That's true. That's fair. I do like that the tie is like a skinny tie and has like red and white like horizontal stripes. It's pretty striking.
Yeah, and like I think the pinstripes on the suit are actually pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
And Mario's black shoes here, I think this is as good as his shoes look, right? Like
yes, yeah.
It's a classy shoe choice.
Very polished.
I think this big blue button on the jacket is a little strange.
I don't like it. It matches the blue ribbon that goes around the outside of the fedora. Actually, maybe that's more leather. I think it is more leather, like felt.
Yeah.
Around the outside of the
I could
hat.
also see that being like satin, actually.
Mm-hmm. The blue button on the blazer really bothers me, although I understand why it is there to like tie it into the blue of the hat.
Yeah.
But I think you remove it and it's a B tier. I think with it it's a C tier.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe a D tier.
I think this one is a D tier.
I don't really like it that much. The more I look at it.
The more we sit with it, the more we have to acknowledge that he's wearing a fedora.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean,
and also that Mario like I think it is possible to cut a suit that Mario looks good in, but this is not that suit.
Right, I agree with that. Next up is the pirate outfit and pirate hat.
The pirate hat's description is just yar, and the pirate outfit's description is whether plundering cargo or burying treasure, you're gonna need an extremely fancy coat.
And this outfit fits that bill. It is sort of a maroon jacket and one of those like knee-length jackets that Mario is wearing. Open, it has like gold trim and epaulettes and like those sleeves that are like rolled back so you can see like the black lining. It is a kickin' jacket. His jacket rules.
The jacket rules. He's wearing like a nice bandana underneath the hat. The hat has like a skull on it, like from the skull that you'd see from like a poison mushroom.
Yeah.
From Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah.
Although Cappy's eyes are kind of hiding it. The boots are killer. They are awesome, like very like piratey boots with nice buckles on them. So I love the boots a lot. I like the hat with the bandana. Mario's wearing an eye patch, which is very cool.
He also has a little bit of a leather bandolier.
Yes.
And like he's wearing a puffy shirt, back to Seinfeld. I don't know. I hadn't given this one much thought before, but as we talk our way through it, I love the details on this.
Yeah,
thing.
the detailing is great. And one of the things that elevates it for me above some of the other, like the astronaut outfits and everything.
The sort of generic hero
It's just a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
And and maybe it just has that like pirate flair, which is a little bit more like rough and tumble than something, like the mechanic outfit.
I want to go A tier on this.
Yeah,
one.
I think that's fair.
Next up, controversial, possibly, the clown suit is up. Clown suit and clown hat.
Clown hat, the perfect hat for pratfalls, teeny cars, and wasting good pie. And the clown suit is roomy enough for all of your tumbling needs, colorful enough to be seen from space.
Boy, that last claim is correct. This one is half like red and other red Harlequin print and half orange with white polka dots. And then he's wearing lime green shoes. He's wearing a shirt under this whole outfit that is like teal and purple striped, and then a rainbow wig with a pointy hat on top of it. Also, there's makeup all over his face, like a white clown makeup with a big red lip, diamond blue eyes, and then a clown, like a red clown nose.
And it's kind of the same color scheme as the like I'm totally blanking on it is the identical color scheme as It Is Going to Come to Me.
Describe it poorly.
It's like it's not a smock. It is like Back to the Future 3.
Apron.
No.
Back to the Future 3?
Yeah. Like has that like southwest, like Mexico type like vibe. What is that? What,
like turquoise and
yes, but the clothing is what I'm trying to describe. Look on our A tier. Read them to me.
Okay, the
first
poncho and sombrero?
Poncho and sombrero. It has the same exact color scheme as the poncho and sombrero.
Yeah.
I love this one. I think it's really funny, and I think it's really funny because you can change the hat, but Mario's clown makeup is tied to the suit. And so he can be a clown wearing like a football helmet. He can be a clown wearing a doctor's like reflector. And I think that's really funny.
I think that's funny too. I don't love this one as much, just because it is like it sets out to be loud and annoying, and it's
mission accomplished.
Yeah, mission accomplished.
But not in yeah, that's fair. And it is like whereas the poncho and sombrero, the colors are just really fun and festive there.
Yeah.
Here it is like purposely obnoxious. I actually like the rainbow wig. I think it's fun the way that like the colors kind of blend into each other. I think it is well done.
I do think it is a little bit of a bummer that then if you put Mario into a different outfit but keep the rainbow wig, that he doesn't have the makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know you said that you like that the makeup travels with the outfit, but I sort of wish the makeup would travel with either.
Yeah,
you know
that
would
be ideal.
I'm
gonna say C tier.
C tier? Okay, I can live with that. All right. Next up on the list is the football uniform and helmet. The helmet description reads, a colorful helmet to help keep one's head safe from the sporting life. Safe from the sporting life. And the uniform reads, bright colors and big shoulder pads never go out of fashion.
This is another one that uses a very similar color scheme. So the jersey and the helmet are both mostly blue with green and yellow stripes. The helmet is going right down the middle, and on the uniform, on the jersey, it's like on the shoulders and around the neck. And then he's just kind of wearing like traditional white football pants and with red socks and then blue and white cleats. I think this one's fun.
Yeah, I think this one is good too. I like that his number is 64. I like that the helmet itself is the texture on it looks really great. Like the way it reflects light makes a lot of sense, and it's scuffed up, so like the helmet has seen action.
Mm-hmm. This is a B tier, I think, for me.
Yeah, this is total B tier. I also like that Mario has little like blue paint under his eyes.
Yes, and that again travels with the outfit.
Yeah. All right. Next up is the classic cap. For the truly nostalgic, it doesn't get any more classic than this in the classic suit. This outfit is still loved by longtime fans. DK has never been a fan though. So this is sort of the reverse color scheme of a regular Mario outfit, where the shirt is blue and the overalls are red. And the red is sort of a slightly more orange red, kind of to match the color palette of what the NES and the original arcade hardware could actually output.
And the shirt is really kind of like a darker blue.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I get it, but I don't love this one. I want to put it in either C or D tier.
I get it too. Truthfully, I like this color like swap better. I like the red overalls with like the blue shirt more than I like the regular one.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with you. I am not inspired by this outfit.
Right. So where are we putting it?
B or C for me.
Well, I was saying C or D, so let's go C.
Okay. Oh yeah, actually, let's do D. I
Yeah.
do think it's a D.
Yeah.
Compared to like the other C outfits are much more fun.
They're more evocative, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is just the skeleton suit. There is no accompanying hat with this one. It turns Mario into a skeleton. He's obviously not wearing anything. There's something magical going on here. And then you can choose to put whatever hat on him you want. I love this one. It's psychotic. He keeps his mustache even when he's a skeleton. My vote is for A tier, but Mark, how do you feel about this one?
I love this one too. I love that he has this kind of like grimace on his face a little bit. Like, the description's fun. It says this skeleton costume uses cutting edge or something to look, we're not sure how this works, but it's cool, right? And it is cool. I agree with you. A tier all the way.
Yeah. And also, thank you for reading that description. I just got excited about it. But that description is wonderful.
Yeah, and it's fun. This outfit is really fun. It is fun to have Mario run around like this in the game.
Yeah, and it is also one of those like ones that you have to work for. I'm not going to have this information about all the rest of the costumes, but this one you need to spend 9,999 coins to get, which is the most number of coins you can hold at any given time. So like, it's a prize. I was thrilled to get that prize. Next up, the Luigi suit and cap. The Luigi cap description reads: the standard cap in vivid green. The L stands for winner.
Love it.
And the suit, a bright green versions of an established classic. Green means let's a go.
And it is a very vibrant green. Otherwise, I feel like we probably don't need to describe what Luigi looks like.
Yeah.
And
I feel like it goes B tier.
Yeah,
right?
with the Mario suit.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
I have a sense, and we'll talk about it when we get to them shortly. But there's a Wario and a Waluigi costume that are probably going to go in about the same place. But I guess maybe we'll talk about it when we get to them. Next is the doctor outfit and doctor headwear. The headwear reads: headwear worn by a doctor famous for extremely colorful prescriptions. And the outfit, white coat worn by a doctor famous for fighting our most colorful viruses. So this is obviously a reference to Mario being Dr. Mario. Like, this is the Dr. Mario outfit. And the headgear is that reflective sort of lamp that doctors in the old times would wear. Mario wears a stethoscope. It's like a white lab coat. He's wearing a shirt and tie. I don't know. I wish that Dr. Mario as a concept had a more iconic outfit.
Yeah.
Because I think this is doing it, but I don't really care that much.
Yeah, I completely agree. This honestly is like D territory for me.
Yeah, I think it is D territory for me as well. Mark, I'm moving the D's over to this.
There are a lot of D's, surprisingly.
There are a lot of these. We're doing so many. All right.
Okay, up next is Waluigi cap and outfit. Waluigi cap, a cap with an upside down L on it, is barely used. Waluigi suit, this outfit makes you want to lurk in the shadows waiting for a turn in the spotlight.
Oh.
Things I like. I like Waluigi getting his own cap and outfit.
I like that the longing and the feeling of being left out is acknowledged in the description.
Otherwise, I don't really like the outfit that much. It's a blue or purple cap, purple long sleeve shirt, and then
really dark overalls.
Really dark overalls, probably like bordering on black with the brass buttons. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Are we a little bit bummed out that he doesn't have like the shoes? That the shoes are just like kind of brighter tan shoes.
Yeah.
Like they should have that curly Q toe, right?
It does have like the, I guess, like reverse L's on his gloves.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's fine.
Do we want to just put it in the B tier as we did the Mario and the
probably
Luigi? Okay.
I guess. I mean, the one thing it has going against it, like it's not as iconic as Mario and Luigi suits, but I think B tier is fair.
But I mean, when you're playing as Mario and you get to wear a Mario outfit, you can't celebrate that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's true.
It's just to be expected. Next up is the Diddy Kong suit and Diddy Kong hat. The hat description reads: a red cap with a strikingly long brim. Smells unusual. And the suit is a popular outfit among tail enthusiasts because you are dressed up like Diddy Kong when you wear this outfit. which means it's like a full fur suit that he looks like a monkey. He's wearing a red tank top / kind of like a muscle tee with giant yellow stars on it. And then the hat is red with the aforementioned long brim, and it just says Nintendo on it in white letters. Wearing the outfit also makes Mario's ears big like Diddy Kong and gives him a tail.
And he's going barefoot.
And he's
and gloveless.
Yeah.
A rare gloveless showing for Mario. I love this one. I love
too.
that it's implied that Diddy Kong stinks.
He's a monkey.
He's a monkey.
Why would he not stink?
I love that it gives him a tail. I really like it. A tier, I think.
Yeah, A tier for me as well. Next is the Wario suit and Wario cap. The Wario cap. A cap bearing a distinctive W. It doesn't fit well and kind of chafes. And the suit, the kind of outfit you want to the kind of outfit that you want to wash at least once before you wear it. This is Wario's outfit. A yellow long sleeve shirt, a yellow hat, purple overalls, like a dark purple overalls, and green shoes.
Yeah, I don't remember Wario wearing green shoes. Like, I don't think of Wario having like green shoes.
Yeah.
Again, B tier. Right?
Yeah.
Like, not sure there's much to debate here.
Yeah, I think that's right. Next up is the Hakama.
This traditional outfit has a non-traditional M monogram.
Yeah, this is another one I feel out of my depth describing.
Yeah, totally.
And there's no hat on this.
There's no hat. I will give it my best shot, but everyone bear with me. So he's almost wearing like a skirt, and it is like gray. I can't tell if it has like white highlights or if that is just the
it seems
kind
like
of like the lighting like is changing a little bit.
It seems like it is giant pleats.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah, in the front.
Yeah.
And then almost like a robe that is tied together in the front with a piece of rope, and underneath that is like a red tunic, and then the hat is again whatever hat you want. But he's wearing the sandals, very similar to kind of like the sandals that we saw from the samurai outfit.
Yeah, or the hoppy outfit too. Yeah, this one is okay. I'm confused as to why there's no hat. But
I don't know its cultural purpose.
Yeah, neither do I.
But it brings me less joy than the samurai outfit or the hoppy outfit. And so those are B tiers. I say for me this is probably maybe a C tier.
Yeah, I think C tier is probably right. All right, next up is Bowser's tuxedo and top hat. The top hat reads, a replica of the unique hat Bowser had specially made for the big day. And the tuxedo, for a terrifying fire-breathing monster covered in spikes, Bowser sure cleans up nice.
I think this one is really fun.
It's a white tuxedo with like a purple tie and purple accents on it. And there's also, of course, metallic spiky accents on both the shoes, which are also white, and around Mario's like forearm and wrists. They're like the spiky bracelets. And then the hat itself is huge. It's a big top hat. And it's got like a Bowser
medallion.
Gold Bowser medallion.
Yeah, and it has like metal studs that go around the outside of the hat. I love that the shoes look like they are. Oh, yeah. And of course, Mario gets a Bowser like shell.
Yeah.
Spiky shell on his back. I love that the shoes are seemingly like made out of metal. With some like fabric on the top. I think this one is really fun. Probably my favorite tuxedo in the game.
Yeah.
I give it an A.
I also give it an A. Next up, the bridal gown and bridal veil. Mark, if you will read us the veil and gown description.
A perfect replica of Princess Peach's veil. I love that it is not Princess Peach's outfit. It is a replica.
Right.
A very important distinction. Same with the gown. A replica of Peach's wedding dress, though it did have to be altered a bit for Mario's measurements.
Truly iconic S tier.
This is a stunning, like, white bridal gown, shoulderless, like really, like, there's no shoulders.
Well, it is sleeveless.
Shoulder-length gloves.
Yeah.
The dress is like pearl, like with, and it sparkles. A stunning blue pendant with blue earrings. I think this is our first S tier. Mario is killing it.
Yeah, just I mean, absolutely iconic. Also, like, go off, King. Like, where this is, I'd like to see Mario gender bending a little bit
Yeah.
here, right? Like, we don't have any other examples of it
Yeah.
in the rest of this. So it's just absolutely wonderful.
And just poured into the dress.
Just absolutely poured into it. It is painted.
I love that it's custom made for Mario, for Mario's dimension.
And then, of course, Mario's tuxedo, and a white top hat. The description reads, a white silk hat, perfect for the biggest day of one's life. And the tuxedo is an exquisite coat with tails. Warning, do not engage in plumbing while wearing.
It's a white tuxedo, bright red, bow tie.
Yeah.
I am not inspired.
I am not inspired either. I feel like this one goes down in the C tier.
Yeah.
With like
maybe D tier for me.
Ooh.
I just don't really like it. I'm not a white tuxedo person.
Yeah, let's. I mean,
you won't catch me dead.
Whoa.
In a white tuxedo.
Wow, that is an NCS promise right there. Next up is Gold Suit Mario.
He's gold. He's metallic. The pants and like shirt and the pants, or I guess it's his overalls, have like the kind of like weird corduroy fabric that we've seen before. I don't care about this one.
Yeah, this one I think exists as a shout out to the Gold Mario amiibo that was like a limited edition item for a while. But as its functionality in the game, I don't know. This one feels a little like too weird, tells no real story. It's a reference to a toy they were selling at the time.
Yeah.
So, like I don't really care. This can be a C or D tier from
D tier, I think, for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up is Metal Suit Mario.
A metal cap that seems somehow familiar, and when you want to wrap yourself in nostalgia, and then an aluminum foil.
So that's actually a callback to the classic, the Mario 64 description, which is just when you want to wrap yourself in nostalgia.
Oh, okay.
And then this one adds, and then wrap yourself in aluminum foil.
It looks like the Mario 64 one, except it is entirely silver, and Mario is featureless.
I'm gonna say F tier on this.
Yeah, I don't like
get
this
the
one
point of
either.
this one. Like, again, I understand the reference, but like, who cares?
Yeah, I agree.
Next, the invisibility hat.
Wait, can I just, not to belabor this, but why do we feel different about the gold one? I am almost inclined to move the gold to F tier as well.
Okay, yeah. So long, gold.
All right, easy enough.
Yeah, I won't argue. The invisibility hat. It literally makes Mario invisible. You can't see him. There is no outfit to go with it, because what would be the point? This is fun to play, and I like the novelty of turning Mario invisible, but there's nothing to evaluate here.
Yeah. It is almost, it is its own thing. Like, I don't even know how we
remove from the ranking.
I don't even know how we put it into any like of these tiers. What are you going to compare it against?
Yeah, what are you, and how do you compare it?
Yeah. It is in the black hole tier.
Okay.
It is both nothing and everything at the same time.
Great. It is the what's the name of that physicist, the guy with the cat that is both alive and dead?
Oh yeah,
Schrodinger's
yes.
Schrodinger's tier. All right. The next is the musician outfit and hat. The hat description reads, a hat that's ideal for backing up a surprisingly talented mayor at a traditional festival, and the outfit is an ideal suit for jazzy retro pastiche number, ideally performed at a simulated construction site. So you're dressed like one of the members of Paulina's band.
So I like this one much better than like the gangster outfit
Yeah.
that we saw before, which
I think we put that in D tier. Yeah, black suit.
Yeah,
and fedora.
just the black suit and fedora.
This
is basically that.
It is but
better.
the jacket and pants are like red and maroon kind of pinstripe, and the shirt is a black shirt with like a white, kind of off-white tie.
Yeah, can I tell you that this gives me total like early 2000s prom going on?
Yeah.
Like ska is popular, and so is this like black on.
Don't you dare. I think also this is an outfit that you could see Ryan Gosling wearing in La La Land.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You talked me into. I actually liked this more, but after you said that, now I'm like, I don't know.
No, I think it's a C tier. I
You
think
think
it's a C. I think it's a
Okay.
C
All
tier.
right. All right. C tier.
All right. Next up is the Sunshine outfit and Sunshine shades.
A hat to remind you of an island of endless summer with sunglasses to protect your eyes from same. And the outfit description: a tropical shirt appropriate for lazing on the beach, watching the dolphins, and perhaps some light graffiti cleanup. Of course,
An obvious set of references to Super Mario Odyssey. Mario, it looks like he's borderline wearing his regular outfit, but then an open button down Sunshine shirt over it.
yeah. So it is this like really bright like teal with the shines from Super Mario Sunshine adorning it like as the pattern. But yeah, I agree with you. Otherwise, it looks like he's pretty much just wearing his normal thing. I like this Sunshine shirt. I do not like the oh, also he's wearing sunglasses. That's kind of like
blue
the big
sunglasses,
thing.
yeah.
Sunshine shades. I gotta say, I like the Sunshine shirt. Otherwise, I do not like this one. I kind of think it's D tier.
Yeah, I may actually campaign for F, just because it doesn't feel like they completed this idea.
Yeah.
They just put a shirt on regular Mario.
It's also weird that the shades are not that like bright, vibrant teal. I think that would actually make it better instead of tying into the overalls. Yeah, I'm fine with it. We might have to find a sub F tier for like caveman outfit, but fair.
I mean,
fair.
we'll be ranking within them. Check us out next week. We still have a little bit to go here. We are on the knight helmet and knight armor.
A plate helm that looks really sturdy, if a bit uncomfortable, and what the true traditionalist wears when rescuing a princess from a fire-breathing monster.
And yeah, this is like Mario wearing like silver plate mail with yellow trim. And he's wearing like the full helmet that like with the visor that like flips down over the face. It's a kind of a cool look. But I think I want to put it in the C category of like evocative of a sort of generic adventurer hero, but not one that is particularly inspiring.
Yeah, I think the description of the knight armor is more fun than the armor itself.
Yeah.
And like you could have done something with that where it's like, okay, like what if it's a knight for Bowser instead of like a traditional fire breathing dragon? Like what would that look like? So yeah, I agree with you. C tier.
Right, and there's no like if he had like a standard that he's bearing or something.
Yeah, totally.
Like I just feel like
give Mario a sword.
Give Mario a sword. It worked for Sonic
or
the
a shield. Have him have a shield on his back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just missing some personality. Speaking of personality, the Satellaview suit and helmet.
A memento of some forgotten service, and the suit description: this outfit represents what the future used to look like.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's
what
fun.
The future used to look like. So the Satellaview, you and I have been talking about a little bit on recent episodes of this show, was an add-on for the Super Famicom in Japan that allowed sort of like live service games to be broadcast to you via a Satellaview channel. And so I honestly don't know how that relates to this.
Yeah, and I feel like that is the disconnect for me. Like Mario's wearing this like iridescent kind of like space helmety type thing, and then his suit is made out of this like metal iridescent material as well. But then he's wearing this like plastic oh no, it's like a jetpack, it looks like, but the front of it almost looks like a child's like television with that's red with big yellow and blue buttons. I think it's fun, but because I don't understand the reference, it is maybe C tier for me. Honestly, maybe even like D tier, just because I want to get it. I want to understand it, but because I don't think it's that fun by itself.
Yeah, I mean, I do love this outfit represents what the future used to look like. Like the sort of like retro future aesthetic, the sort of plastic retro future aesthetic is very appealing to me. He feels like he should be in like Flight of the Navigator or like the original Lost in Space or something.
Do you think he has a helmet because it's like Satellaview like satellite?
Yeah, I think he's like out there like working on the satellites.
I like that it's a jetpack.
Yeah.
Maybe I talk myself up to C.
I'll go C. I think if I were doing this by myself, and when I do this again by myself later tonight, I'll put it in B tier, but we can put it in C.
Okay, maybe it'll be a high C.
I think it's possible it ends up being a high C. Next is the baseball uniform and batting helmet.
A right-hander's batting helmet in bright red, an important distinction. And for the uniform, whether you play baseball or not, you've got to admit those pinstripes are snazzy. And I do. I admit it. I like
admit
it.
it
Very
too.
Field of Dreams.
Yep. Pinstripes, white and green pinstripes. With a big M on his chest. And that I like the batting helmet.
I like
gotta
the batting
say.
helmet. I like the cleats.
Yeah.
I like kind of like the white fabric on the front. This is A tier for me.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think you're right. There we go.
So coming up next is the racing outfit and helmet, and this is what I think is a little more elevated version of the mechanics outfit from earlier.
Yes. And it is similarly like a jumpsuit, but instead of being like a mechanic jumpsuit, it is a racing jumpsuit. It is mostly red with a little bit of white, and then Mario is wearing those like patches that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, and he has
that are, like,
the main
sponsors.
patch. They're from like the Mario Kart series, and the main
Yeah.
patch is Mario Motors.
Yeah,
on
and
the
you
front.
which is one of like the brands within
Mhm.
Mario Kart, which is fun. And you can also see the like MKTV, which is Mario Kart TV, and like a couple other.
I love the gloves. They're like chunkier than I would imagine like driving gloves to
Yeah.
be. They almost look like the like snow outfit gloves, but they look very satisfying. Like I want to wear those and like clench my fist.
Yeah, and his shoes are like these awesome blue. They match the gloves, and they have this like zigzag silver pattern
Yeah,
on them.
the
That also
M,
make
it's like an M, but it's like almost like lightning. And I like the jumpsuit itself kind of has this like quilted quality to it.
Yeah,
I am into this. I think it's like a
I think
strong B or A.
I think this is an A tier.
Yeah.
It's another one where he's wearing like a helmet that's kind of like a motorcycle helmet. And complete with like a clear visor over his face. Again, it's like kind of scratched up, and the like texture on it is great. It's very colorful. I think this is a good one. A tier for me. Next, okay, so we start to get into the brutal outfits, of which there are four. The Topper, Rango, Harriet, and Spewart all have suits. Mark, I sort of hate all of them.
I hate all of them. Okay, so real quick, Topper has a top hat with like metal studs, and he has studs on his wrist, and it's like this really lime green jacket and hat. All of their clothing, or these first two, I'll just start with Topper. Topper's outfit is kind of like late 18th century, or not 18th century, late 1800s, early 1900s
Right.
type look to it. But it's a more formal look, whereas Rango's suit and hat is more like that like like turn of the century like boating outfit or going out for a picnic type thing.
Yeah, he's got the pants that don't come anywhere near fitting, except
Uh-huh.
he's wearing the suspenders to like keep them in place.
And so Rango's I like more than Topper's. Like Rango's I think is kind of fun. It reminds me of like Main Street USA. Topper's suit and hat I don't like at all, and so Topper is a D for me. Rango's probably like C tier.
I mean, Mark, I'm about to blow your mind. I think all of them are D tier.
Okay, Harriet's is bad. First of all, it bugs me that they call it a suit when it is clearly a dress.
Oh, so I guess there's a little bit more gender bending.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, okay.
That is right. Okay. But otherwise, like wearing like a metal like pith helmet, I don't understand the connection to the dress. And Spewart is wearing kind of like what a small child would be wearing,
Like a
in-
small aristocratic child.
yeah, again in that kind of like turn of the century type look. I am I'm sorry to do this to you. I think Rango should survive into the C tier, but it's just that theme park connection for me. The rest of them, yeah, they can go right in that
All
D
right,
tier.
Rango's going in the C tier.
It
Topper,
bugs me that they have like metal studs, all of them. Like I get that it's kind of like the villain part of it,
right?
but I just don't like it.
Yep. I hear that. All right. Next is the conductor wig and outfit. Hold on, I've got to run Mario back because I hadn't actually purchased all those outfits. Okay. So the conductor wig is like a curly sort of. It's gray. And it looks like sort of an old timey judge's wig.
Yeah.
And the conductor outfit is blue pants, not jeans. and sort of a red waistcoat, like a bright red waistcoat, and sort of the puffy pirate shirt as well with a yellow like band across that. I don't know, is that a belt or I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah, I think it's a cummerbund, and I think it's
Oh yeah,
I think
that
it's
tracks.
interesting that for this one they chose to maintain Mario's color scheme for the most part
Yeah, I
instead
think it
of
would
like
be
making it like a traditional like tuxedo or like black or something like
yeah,
that.
I think it would be stronger if they were actually, because like they're trying to make him look like uh Amadeus Mozart in the
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
Amadeus, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think it would be stronger if they were going for like the actual colors. I think this one is a C for me.
I think this one is a C2. I love the powdered wig.
Yeah, the wig is very
The
funny.
wig is very funny. The rest of it just looks a little too. Yeah, you're right. It looks very like Amadeus,
Is this
but
best wig?
it might be best wig.
Like,
There's not that much competition. I think for sure
there's
it's
the
best
rainbow
wig.
wig.
There's the
Maybe
rainbow wig.
second best
Yeah.
wig.
But yeah, I wish I wish that the shirt and stuff like the jacket had more detail. Like if it kind of had the same sort of
Yeah.
detailing we saw on the vacation shirt with, those icons of the power-ups.
Right.
That would be more fun, I think. This kind of looks like Pirates of Penzance a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, we are moving on now to the zombie costume with zombie headwear and zombie outfit. The headwear is described as a masterwork of practical effects, and the outfit is when an outfit crosses the line between distressed and undead.
What I love about this one is that they go out of their way to be like, Mario's not dead, right?
It's
this
just
is
a costume.
this is just a
effects.
costume, practical effects. I really like this one. Mario's green. He's like has no eyes. He has an axe in his head.
Yep, that's the hat.
He's wearing like the overall Mario overalls, but they are like ripped. He's only has one shoe on. His gloves are coming apart. I think it's super fun. This is A tier for me.
This is S tier for me. I think this is.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had done that. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah,
we can talk about promoting some other things to S tier later.
Yeah, that is up there. I remember when this one was revealed for Halloween,
Yeah.
and it was such a surprise. It's such a good one. It's
Yeah.
such a good one.
And like I feel like there are so many other like ways to sort of like cheap out and do like a scary
He's
Mario
a
costume.
ghost.
Yeah, he's a ghost or he's a mummy or something. Where
A
you don't have to, like,
actually, a mummy or a vampire one
I
would be
would
really
love all of
fun.
that.
If he was like dressed up like a real traditional like Bela Lugosi Dracula.
oh my god! Or if he had like the
Little
Frankenstein
fangs.
bolts
Oh
on
my
his
gosh,
neck.
yeah. Okay, so those are not notes for zombie Mario. It is just other things we would love to see.
That's right. Next is the Santa outfit and Santa hat. Santa hat, another red hat beloved by children. That's very funny. And the outfit, the only thing this outfit is missing is a big bag of power-up items for the kids. Mario looks like Santa. Here's that note about beards again. He looks weird with a beard.
He looks weird with a beard. I like this one better than the caveman outfit. This one is actually, I think, really fun to run around in the snow world.
Yeah.
Because that world is so like holiday. It has that feeling,
Yeah.
of like being cozy and the sleigh bells and the music. You just want to have like a cup of hot cocoa. And so Santa outfit is a great Santa outfit, but it's a Santa outfit.
Right.
What more can you say?
Yeah. I mean, so sort of by that logic, does it go in the C tier?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost D tier for me because
Mhm.
it is so uninspired. It is not doing anything with a Santa outfit other than giving him brown shoes for whatever reason.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's put it in the D tier.
Okay.
Mark, that leads us to our final costume of the day, which is the 8-bit Mario cap. There's no costume that accompanies this. Putting on the 8-bit Mario cap transforms him into basically the 8-bit Mario amiibo. The description reads, "A hat that takes you back to where it all began."
Yeah, so what is funny about this one is it doesn't turn you into an 8-bit sprite. It turns you into like the 8-bit almost looks like Minecraft character.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Which like it is a 1-for-1 recreation of the amiibo of same name.
And it's fun, like it doesn't change position or anything when he's running around.
Yeah, it does not animate.
Yeah.
Which is funny, but also sort of feels like a kind of a knock against it in the same way that it almost feels like the invisibility hat, where you're like, is this truly an outfit that we're witnessing here?
So it counts as enough of a transformation for me.
Mhm.
I think it is fun. I honestly kind of lean towards B tier.
Okay. I can do that. Otherwise, I was going to suggest like another like
Oh, that it's its
diversion
own thing.
that it's not really an outfit.
Yeah, and I can see the argument for that, but it feels enough of a transformation that it is different than the invisibility hat. So it's definitely not Schrodinger's category.
Sure.
It is.
How did we not say Schrodinger's category before? That's so good.
I guess what tier it is in. I mean, honestly, we could put the gold one in here as well, where it's just um, like amiibo tie-in. You know,
Oh,
it's
that's
like,
interesting.
It's
Yeah.
like commercial, naked commercialism. The tier.
Oh boy. Okay, so that's where is the gold Mario? Oh, we
I feel like
we had it in F tier.
Yeah, we had an F tier.
So we are rescuing it from F tier, and we are partnering it with 8-Bit Mario Hat for their own category of
naked commercialism.
Although,
to be fair, 8-Bit Mario is fun, but the fact I had forgotten that it is an exact 1-for-1 replica of the amiibo.
They both are, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, we have now determined tiers for everything. We will recap them all at the beginning of our episode next week as we go through and with a fine-tooth comb and rank every single one of these outfits. Let's close this segment out. All right, that is going to do it for this episode of Nintendo Cartridge Society. Remember, please rate, review, and follow us on Apple Podcasts. If you like the episode, you should share it on Facebook or Twitter, wherever you share stuff. It helps us so much when you do that, and we appreciate it. You can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Patrick_Ellers. Mark is at MKE Mitchell, and the show is at NinCart Society. We also have a Facebook page, which is just Nintendo Cartridge Society. Olivia Duncan Mayer logo. Our theme music is provided by 8-Bit Betty. You can get more of his music by going to 8bitbetty.com or by listening right now. For my co-host, Mark Mitchell, this is Patrick Eller saying thank you for listening.
Hey, it's Mia.
Hey, it's Allie.
And we host the Rom-Com Review Podcast, P.S. I Love Rom-Coms.
Each week, we'll have incredible guests come and discuss a new rom-com, grand gestures, meet-cutes, and of course, that elusive chemistry. Mia, what are you doing holding that giant boombox over your head?
I'm hoping to win over listeners with this grand gesture. Take us back!
Find a new episode every week.
And subscribe on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
Brought to you by Campfire Media. Wow, you're still holding that boombox.
Yeah, I've got great upper body strength. Thanks, CrossFit.
Yes, I love rom-coms. Campfire.